intersection of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know.
Hi there, Taurus. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello. And for those of you who have been a long time, welcome back. So, if you guys are new to this channel, this is going to be a relationship spread, and you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I'm basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because for me personally, I've realized that with my readings, I resonate a lot more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign, but probably because my Venus is in the 8th house along with my North Node there. I don't really know. But if it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate, all right? There's so many amazing, talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch, okay? So Taurus, let's talk. How are you guys doing, by the way? So your overall energy for the now, you have the Justice card, you have the Three of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and you also have the Five of Swords in reverse. So in terms of love and relationship, I feel like you guys are now, holding that Justice scale right next to your chest in a way that, you know what, I do have some impulses that I want to do, but at this current moment, I'm just going to be mirroring what this person is up to and what this person is doing to me. If this person is acting cold and detached with me, then I'm going to be acting the same. If this person is warm and, hot with me, then I'm going to be acting the same. So you guys are kind of like trying to mirror them together. And the problem in here is that you have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse for me talks about either lies or there is something that you're not really telling this person. And this is what this person thinks that you guys are doing, because if they feel that you guys are kind of like withholding either the closure or clarity or apology, or like they feel that you guys owe it to them. But then again, you have the Five of Swords in reverse. So that, especially you have a Strength card in reverse in here. So that anger, that frustrations that you felt in the past starts to dissipate. It starts to disappear in now. But still, then again, you guys are like not willing to make any type of hasty and impulsive decision as of now. And you guys are just kind of like, Justice card. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do in the long run, but I'm just going to be kind of like mirroring you at this very moment. What is the overall challenge of this relationship is that you have the Nine of Swords and you also have the Four of Cups. So Nine of Swords, overall challenge is a bit different than the overall energy, because sometimes it indicates this is what you're doing to them, or it could be them doing this to you. But a Nine of Swords here, like somebody in this relationship is overthinking things and they're looking into every tiny minuscule details of the relationship or whatever you said, and then they try to analyze it to the T. And then the second one is that you have the Four of Cups. So one person here is not being emotionally open and is not letting somebody in emotionally simply because of that Justice scale. So still figuring out what the hell to do. I think what frustrates you about this person, especially in the past, is that they were the Nine of Wands. So you feel that this person doesn't offer you any type of stability that you're looking for, because Nine of Wands is a bit flighty and flaky. It's like young Aries or young Sagittarius that comes and goes. They still have like a lot of aspirations in their life, and they're still very, very adventurous. And they're like, if there is a problem, if they're interested in visiting you, then they're going to be visiting you. But if not, like this person is pretty busy with other areas of their life. And like Nine of Wands sometimes, tend to forget about what their promises are and all that, because it's not that they don't take things seriously, but it's just that it's not about that. It's just that, like, it's very difficult for me to explain it to people, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just that. But I feel like you guys in the past, you guys blew up with them. You were the Strength card in reverse. You tried to hold it in. You tried to do always, but you kind of like blew it up to them because you can't take it any longer. And this person was trying to emotionally walk away from you with that Eight of Cups in there. But they still consider you as a home to go home to, because they know deep down inside that you are a really, really good person who offers them the Ten of Cups that they're looking for. So even though they were emotionally walking away, but they're still looking at the idea of 10 of Cups as being very, very alluring to them. So what you offer is still very, very alluring. Look at how the Knight of Wands is looking at the dragon. It's like, wow, like it's something that is very interesting. It's something that is very challenging. So in the past, both of you were like the High Priestess. So both of you were distancing one another and try to, what is this person up to and all that. So in and now, though, this person has walked away from a period of their disappointment that they've been feeling from you. But then again, how they act is a little bit like the Wheel of Fortune. It always comes up and down, up and down. Everything is ever changing. So in 1 minute, they could be like the nicest person on earth. The next minute, they could be very, very detached. In 1 minute, they could be like that. So that's the energy that you guys are giving off to them. And you guys are like this, like the Judgment card in here, like you're happy sometimes. But then again, because of that, wild card. So it's like, come here, go away. So you try to, as much as you could, try to emotional. Now we're in a period where we're social distancing and you guys are emotionally distancing. You know what I mean? So yeah. And this person in the now, though, might put some blame on you too, because they're trying to, in Indonesia, we call it ngelawarin unek-unek, meaning that they're trying to express their bottle up emotions. Because again, as I told you earlier, this person actually feel that you guys either owe them like a closure, clarity, or apology, or explanations, or informations, or what have you. And this person is doing in a way that it's not very direct. So you might feel besieged by, you might feel cornered by, and when you feel cornered, you kind of like want to flee for a bit. But there are going to be times in which this person is making you like happy a little bit with that Ace of Cups in there. So that's if you guys are dealing with one person. So if it hasn't happened now, it's probably going to happen like really, really soon, simply because this is a present card. That means 5 cards in the future. So they got the Hierophant card. Page of Pentacles, the Devil card in reverse. Well, somebody's being more of a Taurus than you guys are. You guys are actually becoming an air with a little bit of a Piscean quality. Interesting, isn't it? Very, very interesting. Why? So what does this person want, Taurus? This person actually wants like a traditional Hierophant relationship with you guys. They have overcome their shadow side. They want to do things right this time because, similar to you, they feel that the relationship pattern that has been going on in the past between you and them has been a bit toxic. And in the future, they want to make things right by going into a much more like traditional route, like a Hierophant card. They want to either legalize it or they want to officialize it. But for some reason, you guys are really not up to that, because it's like similar to how they feel that you owe them explanations, closures, clarities, and all that. You also feel the same way, because you feel that there are a lot of things in your relationship, especially if you guys opening the book of sins, from what happens in the past. You really want to address things one by one by one by one, and you want them to explain to you. Whereas they're like, let's not talk about the past. Like, I promise you, I want to make things right now. But you guys are like, nah, not so easy, Ferguso. Let's talk. What happened when you do this? Like, why were you like this? Why were you like this? Because to be frank though, Taurus, if you guys are only dealing with one person, even though they want to make things right, even though they want to, do the relationship in a traditional route, or trying to make like new promises that they promise to keep and all that, but at the bottom of it, they're like a bit of like a page of pentacles. So I want to do things right now because I'm impatient, Taurus. I really want to have you, and I've been missing you. I've been, feeling shitty when we were distant and all that. But deep down inside, they're still also not sure whether they want to be with you permanently or not. And you guys are also like that. So, and in order for you to make that decision, this person has to answer, all of the questions that you have. They need to explain these things. So it's the difference of like, we'll see later type of energy to, hey, sorry guys, there's like a little bit of a disturbance because my daughter just walked in asking me about her schoolwork and all that. But anyway, let's continue. So what I was trying to say, so it's like a different or like a standoff between somebody who is like, we'll see later, we'll see what happens later. But versus you who are much more like, before we get to later, there are some things that you need to fill me in, because you're starting to see some gaps that doesn't match with one another, and you're trying to connect the dot. You're trying to really assess, or you're really trying to find out like what are their intentions with you in the now and all of that, and you need like a lot of explanations for them as well. So yeah, that's a big difference. So be careful of coming to them becoming like this Knight of Swords, because Knight of Swords is very harsh, brash and mean. Just be careful when you do that, all right, Taurus? Because they might end up getting hurt, with the Three of Swords in here. They mean well in the now. They want to expand with you, but it's just that their ways of thinking is a bit different than your ways of thinking. And there's like a lot of bottled up emotions that is going on between the both of you. So I understand, there's like a lot of frustrations, and there's like a lot of bitter, sour taste in your mouth about this too. I understand that completely. But anyway, now let's move on to if you guys are dealing with two people. So if you're only dealing with one person, your reading ends a few seconds ago, all right? If you guys are dealing with two people, person A is somebody who emotionally walked away from you because you blew up at them. You had the Strength card in reverse, so you tried to hold it in, but you couldn't anymore. And it really takes some time for a Taurus to really get angry. But when you're angry, like you were really angry, and they just emotionally walked away because they think that you're not emotionally fulfilling them. But you were being very patient. So anyway, in the now though, you might hear from them because they're trying to heal from their disappointment that they've been feeling in the past, and they might point their fingers at you, and you might feel besieged by. And in the future, because they've said all these things to you, something lifted off their chest. There's no longer a heavy burden there, and they would want to have something real, intangible with you with the Hierophant card. They want to reconcile, or they want to do something about it. But you guys are like, not so easy for Guso. What was this? What was this? Like, why are you blaming this on me? And now let the table be turned, Now it's my time it's your time to listen to me. It's your time to explain things to me. It's your time to give me the clarity and information and the apologies that I deserve. That's how you guys are going to be like. So that's with person A. Person B is somebody who you weren't really thinking of having a relationship at that very moment. You were just like, like this, because I'm moving on from person A. I really want to have like collective happiness, somebody who I could share, my cups with and all that. And this person came along with that Knight of Wands things. Like, they're very, very interested in you. I feel like this person might have been eyeing you for quite a while, even before you noticed them. When you were even in a relationship with somebody, this person might already notice you. And now, though, they really want to expand with you, and they're being very, very showy with you. Like, this is what I own. This is how I do my life. This is da. but you're like the judgment card, so you're not really interested in all those flashy things, but you're much more interested in, whether this could work between you and I or not. So in the future, this person is going to be like, I don't know what I'm going to do with Taurus, because Taurus is also giving me like a little bit of mixed messages. And I also feel that Taurus is a bit standoffish with me. So they don't know what to do. And you guys are much more like the Seven of Cups. You feel that this person, you cannot trust this person yet, because I don't know, like you just can't trust this person. So you might be indulging yourself with multiple options at the same time, along with person B too. Yes. By the way, if you guys are only dating one person, and I know that, those one person scenarios might already click this off, but it's just that similar to the two people scenario with the person A, I feel like you'd feel where the table had turned, where the scenarios have switched. Because there's going to be a time where they're attacking you for something, and in the future, you're going to be the one who is like demanding them for doing something. So they're going to be the one who is invested, and you're going to be the one who is standoffish. Like, okay, you want in, there's got to be something that you give me, like an explanation, so that I will let you in, something like that. All right. So I think that is it for my reading for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for, and I hope that you have a really great week ahead. All right. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.
If I love you and you love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little